The Eagle has landed, and it is time for another episode of A Little Off the Top with your host,
Hannah
and Noah. And if you're watching today, because today is a video episode, you will see that we've got our host of teams here that we will get into introducing in just a little while. But first, let's do a short little intro. Let's do what we usually do. Hannah, how are you doing?
doing good. I'm tired, but I'm okay.
Why are you tired? Give context.
Because I am on call this weekend, and yesterday between chores at work or chores here at home and then being called in at work, I ended up with almost 13,000 steps. So
yeah,
and then got called in at 1:15 a.m. and did not get to come home until 2 a.m. and then did not go back to sleep until 3 a.m. And then you had to get up at 5:30 a.m. And so it's just been a long night.
At 5 a.m. and get into work at 5:30 a.m. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, that was, and then also, why am I blanking? Oh, well, I'm also a bit tired, and my voice is probably more groggy and scratchy than usual, but I had a show Friday night that we played from...
Like 3 hours?
Well, we played from 9 until about midnight 30, and it was with the band, so my voice is all scratchy. And
Noah sings real big when he's got a band with him.
And then I also had a 6-hour shift on Saturday, and then I had a 6-hour shift today, and so I've done a lot of talking and singing this weekend. Oh, and yesterday when I got off of work, we went to watch the other band that played at the same spot, and they asked me to jump in, so I played a set with them. And so, yeah, I'm also tired, and my voice is scratchy. I'm drinking throat coat tea in my Buc-ee's mug.
Me too.
If you're nice. Cheers to that. Yep. And not to get political for just one moment, but this is who I'm supporting in this election coming up. Biscuits and Gravy 2024. So just to let everybody know. But anyway, we are we are here for Top Cutz Trivia, the rematch. And do we just want to get into that?
Yeah, let's do it.
We've got our theme song ready. Here we go.
It's time for the rematch. Top Cutz Trivia Round 2. In the first place, we've got the brothers from down under, Team Houston, Nick and Ryan Cutzler.
And our second team is the lovely Lovebirds from Syracuse, New York. We've got Jimmy and Chaslet Doyle.
Let's get down to trivia.
Needs to rest his voice and then does stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I can't do it halfway, Hannah. I can't do it halfway.
It's true.
All right. Well, we're back for round 2 of Top Cutz Trivia, and we let the winner sit out, and the winner will they will be in for the finale of Top Cutz Trivia. But we've got Team Houston and Team Syracuse back in action, and of course we've got to ask the first question. Team Houston, what is your buzzer sound?
Wow.
Perfect. Wow. Okay. And Team Syracuse?
Meh. Meh.
All right. So they're going traditional, and then wow. Wow. All right. So why don't we just get into it?
Let's do it.
You got the board, Hannah?
Yeah.
They're all good. All right. So we've got our 5 categories here to start things out. Title translate, which is where I took a movie title and I ran it through Google Translate 5 to 10 times, and you have to, and I will give you the genre of the movie, but you have to give me what movie it is. The second one, Inventors and Inventions, pretty self-explanatory there, as well as Not Another Sports Category. Again, pretty self-explanatory. This next one, Sitcons, it is sitcom icons. And so we'll give you the premise of the sitcom. You got to give me who it is. And then I've Been Everywhere, Man is just all about states, state facts.
Specifically states that we have visited.
That's right. States that we have traveled to. So I am going to do as is per usual of Top Cutz Trivia. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me a number 1 through 10. And you guys are going to give me a number after I ask it. A number 1 through, hold on. All right. I will let Team Syracuse go first. Give me a number.
4.
All right. Houston?
Going 9.
Well, the number was 7. So we're going to let Houston go first there.
Excellent.
What would you like to go with first?
Ryan, in preference? Let's go Sitcons 100.
Sitcons 100. This show currently holds the title for being the longest running animated sitcom in history. All right.
Simpsons.
That is right. The Simpsons.
All right. So I think last time we made it a rule that you had to wait until everything was read before you could buzz.
Don't interrupt me anymore, or I will knock points off.
You took it. I don't know.
You say our buzzer, even if it's their turn.
All right. It has to be until the question is completely read, then you can buzz in. All right. Team Houston, you get to select again.
Nick. We'll go Sitcons 200.
Sitcons 200. A show about nothing that became everything in the world of sitcoms. A stand-up comedian and his neurotic group of friends turn mundane, everyday situations into comedic gold. I didn't finish. Team Houston.
I thought you weren't done. I'm sorry.
Nope. Go ahead, Team Syracuse.
I'm going to go with Seinfeld.
You are right, teams. It is Seinfeld. All right. Well, Team Houston, you were punished for buzzing in too early, and now you know, because if you've ever played the Jeopardy video game, if you buzz in too early, it blanks you out and you can't buzz in for a certain amount of time. So don't do it again. All right, Team Syracuse, go ahead.
Don't make me come down there. Let's do 300.
300 sitcoms. All right. A mockumentary-style romp through the mundane and hilarious world of paper sales, this laugh-a-minute series took television by storm with its relatable characters, witty writing, and top-notch comedic timing.
Wow.
All right.
You're not.
I do. I just am drawing.
It is The Office. All right, keep it going. Team Houston, you get to pick.
Sitcons
400.
500.
500.
We'll do 500.
All right.
Whoa.
This young lead rapper turned actor learned how to act on set for this wildly popular comedy. Luckily, the show was a hit and helped him pay off the $2.8 million he owed the government. Yep.
I'm going to guess Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
You are correct. It is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes.
All right, Team Syracuse, it is your go.
400.
All right, so we're just going to clear out this section, I guess.
We are.
Just straight down the line. The namesake and main star of this beloved comedy show fought for her real-life, musically inclined Cuban husband to be able to co-star with her.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
I Love Lucy.
You are right. It was I Love
Nicely
Lucy.
done.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, we've cleared out that section, so you can't lean on that anymore. So,
Not
Team
Another
Houston.
Sports Category 100.
All right.
Oh, man.
What is the maximum score possible in a single game of 10-pin bowling?
Wow. Wow.
Who do you think that? I think that was Syracuse first. Yep.
I heard Syracuse just a split second.
Yep.
before.
I'm going to go with 300.
That is right. This is Sparta 300. Team Syracuse, you get to pick again.
200.
I swear Hannah's got questions. You're just picking the two categories that I get to read.
Even though I was the one who came up with the answers for the sitcom.
For the sitcom, she did come up with those questions. She came up with a lot of these questions to give her credit. In tennis, what is the term for the score of 0?
Wow.
Yes,
It's love.
Team Houston. It is love.
Baby, don't hurt me.
And actually, I realize now that I asked that question worded a different way on the first round
I was
of
gonna
Top Coach
say, I
Trivia.
think that was on the first.
I do believe so.
I'm gonna be leaving a comment in the comment box.
See,
I turned the comments off, so
I double checked my question.
you sure did. All right, Team Houston, it is your go. Right now, we've got a score of Houston 1,000 to Syracuse's 800. We've got a tight race here, and we're moving along very quickly. So I'm gonna slow things down here a little bit. Everybody's excited. I'm also excited. If you're watching the video, I want to show you real quick how cool my hat is.
That's
Sauron would
It
never
It is.
stand
It's the
for
Eye
that.
of Sauron from a very cool company. I'm not sponsored here. I wish I was, but what's the name of the company? Findlay. Findlay. They make very good hats, very high quality. I have 2 of them now.
And they have hats for big heads.
They do have hats for big heads, though. I bought one for big heads, and my head has gotten smaller now throughout our weight loss process, and so the big hat is almost too big now. Anyway, all right.
Bet you never thought you would say that, did you?
No, I didn't. Anyway, Team Houston, I believe you got it right last, so go ahead.
Let's go to a Hannah narrated category. We'll do I've Been Everywhere Man 300.
300. All right.
The world's largest producer of blueberries and is the single largest producer of blueberries in the U.S., supplying 99% of the country's berries. This state. I guess this question is written weird.
They're all states. All the answers are states.
Do you lose points when you guess wrong?
I mean, the typical game that starts with a J, you do. In Top Cuts trivia, no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be gracious. I'm going to be nice.
Wow.
Okay?
All right, Houston.
Louisiana?
No.
It's states we have traveled to, if you remember. She did say that, so.
I think
Does
you've been to
Syracuse have a
Louisiana.
guess?
At
Syracuse?
least. Right. How about
I mean-
you were born there?
Hannah is not.
Travel to as
Well, sir.
in traveling.
Hannah has never stepped foot in Louisiana to say that. Anyway, Team Syracuse.
I'm gonna guess Wisconsin.
Nope. Unfortunately, it is Maine.
Oh,
Wow.
So
I would have never guessed blueberries in Maine.
Yep. They were big while we were there. We got
forever.
Actually, Louisiana produces a lot of strawberries. And they have a strawberry festival in Louisiana every year. You can get tons of great food there. But anyway, we got some great blueberry. I had some great blueberry things while we were in Maine. Hannah does not like blueberries that much. All right. Team Houston, it is your pick.
up to 100 for everywhere.
Okay.
This state is the third largest corn producer in the United States.
I have no idea. Ryan, any idea?
No. Okay.
Wisconsin.
Nope.
Have you guys been to Wisconsin?
Yes, we have.
Okay,
we
good.
have.
I just wanna...
Then
Houston, do you have a guess?
Answers will proceed. That's great.
Do you have a
I'm
guess?
listening to Ryan. I think you might have a better thought.
Idaho.
I have no idea.
Idaho?
That's
Okay.
potatoes.
All right. Well, it's Nebraska.
Nebraska. Is that the Cornhuskers, Nebraska?
That is the Cornhuskers. Yeah.
Oh,
I would think
it
they'd be the
sure
first
is.
bet.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's pretty
All
good.
right. Well, Houston, since nobody got it right, you get to go again.
200.
Yeah. All right.
This state holds 7 of the top 10 drunkest cities in the country.
goodness.
Wow.
This team.
Wow.
Okay.
Texas.
All right, Houston.
Nope.
You guys, it's states that I
Well,
traveled
we-
before my job.
Travel.
I said that earlier.
Well,
for my job.
in their defense, we did say no. I don't think we said for your job.
I did earlier.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
It's not Texas, so
I don't know if you've been there for your job or not, but I'm gonna guess Tennessee.
nope, it's not.
I love how
You're gonna be really mad.
you're really
think it's
upset
New
at this
York.
answer.
It's Wisconsin.
My strategy failed me. I failed my strategy, I guess.
All right. Well, Houston, you get to go again, and the score is still Houston 1,000, Syracuse 800.
Just for the record, have you been to Tennessee?
No,
Well, we
not
not for
my
work.
job.
Not for work.
Okay.
Not for work. All
I
right.
think we got to move. You want to do Inventors and Inventions 100.
100.
This light bulb inventor also gave up experimenting with X radiation after his assistant died of radiation poisoning.
Wow.
Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Thomas Edison?
That's right.
Ooh.
All right.
I
So
almost-
you get to.
I almost said Wisconsin.
All right. So you get to go again.
I feel like we should finish out what we started here. Let's do everywhere for 400.
All right.
In what state were oysters so popular in the 19th century that the shells were used to pave Pearl Street?
Wow.
Yep.
New York.
Houston. You were right.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool looking street.
It would be a cool looking street. I feel like it would break down
Yeah.
very quickly, though.
Yeah, it's not great.
All right. Well, Team Houston, you get to pick the question now.
Everywhere for 5.
Everywhere for 5.
Pepsi Cola was first created and served in this state.
Wow.
Okay. Go ahead,
North
Team
Carolina.
Houston.
That is correct.
That's right. The pride of the Carolinas.
Nice.
But we like
Wow.
Much better than the
I've-
other one.
A big jump in score here. Houston with those 2 right answers. Now the score is 1,900 Houston, 900 Syracuse.
Come
Oh,
on,
it's
Syracuse.
fine.
All right.
It's
And
fine.
yeah, there's still a whole other round and final Top Cuts trivia.
We'll
So
be fine.
you got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. But all right. So Team Houston, your go on the choice of question here.
Sports 300.
Not another sports category for 300. Which athlete famously said, "I am the greatest," and is known for his boxing prowess? Okay, Team Syracuse.
Is that Muhammad Ali?
It sure is Muhammad Ali.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
That's right.
I
That
thought Ryan
is-
was going to buzz, honestly.
Hey, you guys kind of put yourself at a disadvantage being separate that way, but it's your
Yes.
choice. Here at Top Cuts Trivia, we let you pick to compete how you want to compete.
So
and I
generous.
just want to say a quick word to our sponsors. Thanks so much for being our sponsors that don't exist. All right, so Team Syracuse, you get to pick the question now.
Let's do 400 sports
All right.
there.
Not another sports category for 400. In which city were the 2008 Summer Olympics held?
Wow.
Team Houston? That ain't it. That ain't it.
2008 summer, so this would have been...
Was Atlanta.
I think I know.
Which one did summer?
Um,
We're going to go with Wisconsin.
For a city?
It was
So
Beijing.
many cheese events.
oh, Beijing.
It was Beijing. All right, Team Syracuse, you get to pick.
500.
All right, not another sports category for 500. Which NBA player is known as his airness?
Wow.
All right, Team Houston,
That says Michael Jordan.
it is
Hmm.
Michael Jordan.
Surprised I
What
didn't
state
know
is
that.
Michael Jordan from?
Wisconsin.
Nope.
Chicago.
Nope.
Oh, he's North Carolina, isn't he?
He
Yep.
did. He went to
Yeah.
UNC. All right, so Team Houston is now 2,400 to the 1,200 points of Team Syracuse, and we're rolling along. We're moving quick here through this this first round, but there is Top Cuts trivia. I believe the second round we have titled Low Taper Fade, and then the final Top Cuts trivia, the Head Wax. All right, let's keep rolling along here. Team Houston, you get to pick the next question.
Title translate 300.
Title translate for 300. I'm like I've never seen how I am. It's an animated film. You're going to hate when you see this answer,
Noah,
too.
are you okay? Do you feel okay?
Like I've never been how I am.
I mean, that's not going to work.
You're going to hate when you see this answer, whoever answers.
And just because it's that many words,
Yeah,
that
that
doesn't
does-
mean that's what the
yeah,
title started
right.
out with.
Nope. You probably should have gone with one of the first ones to get a feel for this category. But,
It's a mess.
all right. Any guesses? Get some buzz-ins here.
How about a studio?
So that's good.
Studio.
I don't know.
Hold on. I can look it up, I guess. This is not really how this game works, but...
There's not a phone a friend. There's not a,
If you wanted to ask Siri, you could,
No.
but
I don't think Siri's helping on this one.
I was about to say, you do have your one lifeline, which is a one Ask Siri per round. But, all right, hold on. This was done by Illumination.
Wow.
All right?
I'm going to say Despicable Me.
Holy crap.
That is
Yeah.
right.
I was like, what
Literally-
says I or me? I just had to go run down the list.
All I could think of when you said Illumination is the little minion running out going,
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, all right. So we have broken ground on that. Now you have a feel for it. All right. Let's just keep going. Team Houston, it is your pick of question.
Nick, let's do what? Let's do 200. Same category.
All right.
Star count. Sci-fi.
There's a lot of dead air here.
Sorry.
sorry.
I'll go for wow.
Okay.
Say Interstellar.
You're wrong. It is not Interstellar. Syracuse, do you have a go?
Star count.
No idea.
I didn't study thesaurus.
There's another round of something very similar to this that I think might be worse than the second round of this game. So
No.
just get ready for that.
It is kind of rough.
Is it Star Wars?
It is Star Wars.
Hey!
Sometimes it's right. I don't know how wars became count in between those languages, but that teaches you don't try to take things and just Google Translate it. It doesn't always work,
Right?
especially if you pass it through 6 different languages. Anyway, Team Syracuse, that was a 200-point win for you there. So now the score: Team Houston 2,700, Team Syracuse 1,400, and Cuse, it is your go on the choice of question.
Let's do 100. Alec?
All right. Title translate for 100. Fast and scented action. Yep.
Well,
Go.
Fast and the Furious?
It sure is Fast and the Furious.
Their scent is powerful, I'm sure. I don't
Probably.
Everybody is just so sweaty in those films. I'm sure the scent is quite powerful.
I suppose.
Yeah.
All right.
Roommate.
So
All right.
Team Syracuse,
bro.
go ahead and you got a pick here.
400, Alex.
All right, 400. The object is as follows: horror.
Wow.
this-
Wow.
Okay, Team Houston.
Ryan, you want to go?
Nope. That is not it.
Man, I had a different answer.
Oh,
Dude, sorry.
all right.
The object is as follows.
I'll give you a decade. It is an 80s film, I believe.
Oh.
Poltergeist?
It's not Poltergeist. Nick, this won't count, but what was your guess?
Oh, well, mine was more. I was going to guess it was It Follows. And it's a state.
Nope, it was The Thing.
The thing. That's good.
We just watched that movie for the first time just a couple days ago, and I don't like horror. That movie is now in my top 10 movies I've ever watched. That is a very well done movie. I
don't
could
like-
talk. I don't like horror. I don't like horror at all. But man, that movie.
We know Hannah does.
Yeah, Hannah does. And so I've watched a lot of spooky movies this season, and now we transition to Hallmark. So
Yeah.
we actually already have the tree up at our house.
No way.
Yeah, Hannah, do you want to go mobile and show it on camera for a moment? Hannah's going to take you on a trip here. People who are watching, if you want to tune in and look at Hannah's small screen on here, you'll be able to see it. We already have the tree up, and it's beautiful. We're going on a trip here. I'm going to narrate it for the listeners. Here's our little tree.
Aww.
It's a little tiny tree.
Cute.
We've got all kinds of ornaments on it already.
Yeah.
Yep. And nobody knows, but that is a blanket covering up 2 plastic totes that we use to carry stuff, and it just worked to prop up the tree. Where are you going, Hannah? Oh, Aowen has to go to the bathroom, so our host has gone mobile. So I'll go on with the next one. And I believe it was Team Syracuse that picked that question, so they get to pick the next question.
500, Alex.
All right. Title translate for 500. Ugly horror. Remember, it doesn't necessarily have to be relevant to it.
This could have absolutely nothing to do with the answer.
True.
Let's see here.
I mean, it kind of does. Either team got a guess? Somebody gonna buzz in here?
All right, give us a decade.
Oh, let me look it up real quick, because I'm not sure of the exact decade.
Again,
70s, 1970s.
So something.
Wow.
Oh, Team Houston?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Nope, that's not it.
I think that would have been a little.
Yeah, it would have been more to it.
How about what?
Okay.
What's Freddy Krueger?
Oh, Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
That's not it either. You're in the right realm, though. It is Halloween.
I was thinking about that.
I don't know how Halloween became ugly in the translation there, but it did. I love how you have a outside view of our house right now through Hannah's camera.
I feel like Hannah's filming like a political ad there, you know, like staring off into the distance.
Oh man, I'm so anyway, I'm ready for those ads to be done. All right, so we only have one category left here before we finish up round 1 of Top Cutz trivia. Houston has the lead with 2,700 points to the 1,500 points of Team Syracuse. Our second host is walking back in and getting the camera set back up. We're a mobile production here, and that's just what you get with high quality. How you guys feeling so far about this game? A little check-in with the teams.
I feel okay. I feel defeated by Google Translate.
You feel alive? Do you feel alive? Okay, good. All right, so Team Syracuse, it is your pick of the question.
Let's start at the top at 200.
All right, inventors and inventions for 200.
The inventor of a very popular communication device also had lifelong commitment to education for the deaf.
Wow.
You think I'd done
Team Houston?
Morse?
Nope, that is not it.
Is it like Morse code Morse?
Yeah,
That was-
I'm realizing that was a very stupid answer.
Yeah, it was a system more than a device. I might have one idea, but I'm still.
Team Syracuse,
Nice.
a very popular communication device.
Don't know.
No guess? No guess
No
at
guess.
all. All right, well,
Wisconsin.
it's
I
it.
was gonna
It's
say maybe
Wisconsin.
Graham Bell.
It was Alexander Graham Bell.
I didn't think about that till later.
Bell South.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right,
300.
300.
Now sporting iconic green and yellow colors, this inventor experimented with more durable steel plows beginning in 1837.
Wow.
Team Houston, nope, you already wound. That's punishment. You
That
wowed
was-
That
before
was
the question.
completely unintentional.
Well,
Usually at the other time.
Too bad. So, Team Cuse?
I don't know.
It weren't the rules saying that the other team just automatically gets the points?
No.
Negative.
But I will say, notice a big hint in this question. Now sporting iconic green and yellow colors.
Go lay down.
Steel plows, green and yellow.
Is our penalty phase
Oh.
over?
Is it John Deere?
It is John Deere.
Hey.
All right, Cuse.
400.
These brothers are credited with flying the world's first free controlled flight of a power-driven airplane for 59 seconds, covering a distance of more than 800 feet.
Wow.
Team Syracuse.
Did the Wright brothers?
It is the Wright brothers, which I realize now, thinking back on it, we also asked a question about the Wright brothers, and
But I don't think it was worded anyway.
it wasn't worded the same way, but it was the Wright brothers. But that's okay. So we asked
where I think their flight was.
Kitty
Maybe
Hawk,
so.
do I get points?
Ryan, do you want to talk about the Astrodome or Houston real quick?
I know nothing about them, obviously.
All right, so that leaves us with the final question of the Top Cutz Trivia Round 1, Inventors and Inventions for 500.
This dyslexic college dropout founded a company at the age of 21 and became a millionaire at 25. He's most often seen wearing a black turtleneck, Levi jeans, and New Balance sneakers. Oh, and he purchased Pixar from George Lucas for $10 million in 1986.
Wow.
That was Cuse.
Steve Jobs.
That is Steve Jobs. I knew that. Yeah, it was very close right there, and I'm not surprised that you got that one immediately. Team Syracuse, as being the huge Apple fan that you are, and that is the end of Round 1 of Top Cutz Trivia, and it's like we set it up somehow. The score is 2,700 to 2,700.
It's great.
Going into Round 2.
Yeah, we came up from behind.
That's right.
Good.
You sure did.
Low.
That's a very fun Round 1 there. And I'm going to get the game board up for Round 2 here. There we go. Our rounds, our questions here. Lyric linguistics, very much like Title Translate. This is where I took a line from a song, ran it through Google Translate 5 or 10 times, and I put the results back in it. You have to give me at least some kind of line from that song. It doesn't have to be the exact line. I do give you the genre of the song as well.
Or the title, right? Or are we doing just
the lyrics from the song? If you can give me the title, I'll let you have it as well. But then the next round, Parks and Rec. Hannah, what is that about?
That is about national parks.
That's right. It is National Parks Facts. Ho Ho Holidays is all about the holidays. 90s.
All of them, not just Christmas.
Any holiday. Yeah, all the holidays are up. 90s Kids Rejoice is about
90s cartoons.
That's right. And lastly, Spooky Scary Skeletons is all about what Hannah takes pictures of all day. What is that? Bones.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So for this round, I was going to let the person with less points give me, go first, but we have a tie going into Round 2. So we're just going to ask ChatGPT to give me another number, and we're going to go from there. So
are you going to let Houston pick the number first this time? Because you let.
Yes, that is what I'm going to do. Team Houston, pick your number.
3.
Team Syracuse, I'm sorry, you don't even have to answer it because that was the number. It was 3. Which now I realize I'm as predictable as AI because I usually pick something with 7 or 3 or ending in 7 or ending in 3.
The funny thing is the first time you said, the first go around when you're like between 1 and 10, I went 7 in my brain. And then this time between 1 and 10 and I went 3.
Yep. So, all right. So,
Chat GPT's got both of our numbers.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
All right, Team Houston.
Before we let them pick their next question, I want to make one little quick thing here. I'm very excited to say I did finish my book that I was writing this past month and put it in for review. Unfortunately, the reviewing takes up to 2 months before things are put out live. So even though I finished early, I do have to wait quite a while before that becomes a thing. But when it does become a thing, we will share the link to Amazon, etc., for people to be able to find it. But I'm very excited about that. And all right, so let's get back.
Once it comes out, I'm going to put it through Google Translate it and then resubmit it as my own book.
Oh, man.
It'll be called Ugly.
Ugly. I do think it is funny that the company, the publishing company that I was doing it through, they would, because it's like this challenge that I did. There's like write 21 poems in 21 days type of thing. And so whenever I was doing it, they would send out emails every couple of days that are like, are you keeping up with your challenge? And here are some things to help you with. And one of them was like, use ChatGPT to give you ideas. And I'm like, so you're telling people to just get ChatGPT to write poems for them? That's not writing. Anyway. All right. Team Houston, pick your first question.
Nick.
Let's start with Parks and Rec for 200. So I have
Parks and Rec for 200. Located in Tennessee and North Carolina, this is the most popular national park, attracting over 13 million visitors in 2023.
Wow.
All right, go ahead, Houston.
Yellowstone?
Not even close.
No, that's the other side.
That's on the other side of the country.
Did we go by close to it when we were down what park was that we were close to?
Yellowstone's in like the Wyoming, Montana area.
I think it was the Poconos.
When we went down to Tennessee and stayed at the resort, we were just outside of some park, you remember?
What mountains are in that area?
Poconos.
Oh,
no.
Hence all of a sudden.
This is down south. Tennessee, North Carolina.
Blue Ridge Mountains.
5.
Blue Ridge Mountains.
The Blue Ridge Mountains.
That's North Carolina.
Great Smoky Mountain
Great
National.
Smoky.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain National Park. Well, Houston, you get to.
Disappointed in Houston. We literally stayed right there for our first vacation together.
It's okay.
50 years ago.
It's been 84 years. All right. So, Houston, you do get to pick again.
Let's move to Ho-Ho Holidays toward 200.
200.
All right. In an article written in 2023, it was found that in the U.S. Celebrations of this holiday were expected to consume somewhere in the realm of 150 million hot dogs.
Wow.
That was close.
I heard Houston first.
Houston, all right.
That's 4th of July.
That is 4th of July.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
All right. Team Houston, you get to pick again.
Same category, 400.
400.
From the 1950s, it was tradition for Germans to eat pretzels because the twists resemble arms crossing in prayer in honor of what holiday?
Cool.
Remember, you do have your Ask Siri for each round. Obviously, you'd probably want to save it for more points, but also the points are doubled in the second round.
Would this be an American holiday?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure other countries.
What? Yes, but
we stole all the holidays from everybody else.
Right.
All right, and I'm gonna guess Christmas.
It's not Christmas.
I would go with Easter.
It is Easter.
Well,
Nice.
well done.
Which I like the idea of eating a soft pretzel on Easter. That sounds great.
Yeah, I celebrate
that's-
Easter a lot then.
That is my plan for guests. Like, instead of like a muffin, that the next church I'm at, I'm going to be like, we should give out soft pretzels on Easter service. All right, Team Houston,
600, same category.
600. Ho-Ho Holidays for 600.
What holiday did Sarah Josepha, I'm not really sure how you say her name, Hale, the author of Mary Had a Little Lamb convinced Lincoln to make a national holiday?
Team Syracuse?
The Thanksgiving?
It is Thanksgiving.
I need to know that.
Wow. And with that, teams are tied again, 3,300 to 3,300. This is a tight race. This is good. I like this. Nobody's running away with it. This is a good game. All right, Team Cuse, it is your go. Question.
I guess we got to go with 800.
All right, so we're just going straight down the line here. Ho-ho holidays for 800.
Alabama was the first state to officially recognize this holiday in 1836.
The first
Any
state.
guesses?
No, anything about Alabama.
1836.
Don't forget about your Siri left line.
Ryan, you think so?
Got a buzz in?
No, I'm going to go for a guess. Wow.
Okay.
I'm going to say President's Day.
It's not President's Day.
I'll
All
go
right.
from
What's the other? What's something? Christmas. Christmas has got to be on the list here. Come on.
It is Christmas. It is.
Christmas was just always a holiday.
Trivia about holidays
Right.
without Christmas being
Right,
answered.
yeah,
Wow.
exactly. All right, so Team Cuse, you get to pick the next question here.
We're going for 1,000, Alex.
All right. Ho-ho holidays for 1,000.
In an effort to boost tourism and economic development, this South Carolina city renamed itself after this holiday.
Don't
Eh,
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
use my Siri.
All right.
So for it to qualify for Siri, I have to verbally ask Siri.
Ask Siri this question.
I can't. So, on the new operating system, I can actually tap down at the bottom to type in Siri.
That's true, but nope, it's all vocal here.
All right. Just checking.
We're old school. All right, so
What
Team
South Carolina city renamed itself after a holiday? She said she didn't get that. Can I try again?
Yeah, you can try again. She has to give you an answer, of course. That's not gonna.
What South Carolina city renamed itself after a holiday?
Siri's like, nope. No answer for
she
you.
didn't give me an answer. She just gave me articles.
I mean, you can try to ask it the exact question.
Okay, like you just read verbatim?
Right, yeah.
In an effort to boost tourism and economic development, this South Carolina city renamed itself after this holiday. All right, it just came up with my list of reminders. We're going to go with Halloween.
Wow. You got it.
Yay!
Wow. Well, with a big change, a big swing of the holidays there, Syracuse now up 5,100 to the 3,300 points of Team Houston. And Syracuse, it is your go on the choice of question.
Oh, man, I was going to say, let's do one that's going to be hard out of the way here, but I feel like Lyric Linguistics and the Skeletons are both going to be tough. So I guess let's go with Skeletons for 200.
Skeletons for
Put ourselves out of
200.
our misery.
This stirrup-shaped bone found in the ear is the smallest bone in your body.
Oh, the name of the bone?
Yes, the name of the bone.
There's a bone in your ear?
There's multiple.
There's three.
There's
The three smallest bones in your ear.
Wow.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, Ryan, but he gets.
Team Houston.
The hammer.
It's not the hammer. It's not the
No.
hammer. No. Oh, okay. You didn't give the answer. Sorry. I didn't. Stirrup-shaped bone found in the ear is the smallest bone in your body. Team Cuse, do you have a guess?
The stirrup bone?
That's not it. It is Hannah.
Your stapes.
All right.
That's
so
wonderful.
that is one of them. I obviously.
What's the other bones in the ear?
Don't
Can you
ask
model
me.
them for us, Hannah?
Can you some for us?
Nope.
Which one? Where are they? Can you point to them?
They're in your ear, or like around your eardrum. It's what protects your ear.
It is
Oh, so
the
but it's more inside. You don't see it from the outside.
no. The the malleus, which is the hammer, and the incus, the anvil. That is the 3 bones in your ear, the 3 smallest bones in your body. And you know what? Hey.
You were taught stapes?
Yeah.
Because I was taught stapies.
Hey, I went to public school in Louisiana. So, and our claim to fame is we're not 50th because Mississippi is out there.
Oh, no.
All right. So anyway, I swear.
Eric, you still.
I swear I'm smart. So I will say this about Top Cutz trivia. Hey, you're going to learn something whenever you listen to Top Cutz trivia. It may be nonsensical, and there may be times where there's dead air, but you are going to learn something. All right, Team Cuse, go ahead.
I feel smarter. Let's go with 400 for the bones.
All right, Spooky Scary Skeletons for 400.
The strongest and longest bone of the human skeleton.
Wow.
Team Houston?
That's the femur?
Yes.
That is the femur. So now...
Be like, Ryan?
Gonna be quick here.
I'm sorry, skeleton for 6.
Oh, okay. All right. Skeletons for 6.
One of the most common types of fractures seen in children is a torus or buckle fracture. They frequently happen around what body part when children fall and try to catch themselves?
Wow.
I don't know. Who did you hear
I
first?
heard Houston first.
All right, Houston.
It's the wrist.
It is the wrist.
Mm-hmm. So
now the score, 5,100 Team Cuse and 4,300 for Team Houston.
We're coming up. Skeleton for 8.
Skeletons for 8.
Bones function as the skeleton of the body, allowing parts to move and protecting organs from impact damage, but they also serve another purpose. They produce what important cells?
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
go, because you probably know.
Team
Those are red
Houston.
blood cells.
That is correct.
Oh, we put red and white blood cells, but
I would have said white, so.
oh wow,
I know, it's
they
gonna
had it
say
covered.
white.
They had it
Bones
covered.
are white. Yeah.
Well, that ties our score now.
I don't see
5,100.
color. I just
to-
would have said blood cells.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't see color. All right. So the score's 5,100 to 5,100.
Let's finish that category, please.
All right. Spooky Scary Skeletons for 1,000.
Joints are the place where two bones meet or connect. This specific type of joint is the most mobile type of joint. An example of this kind of joint is the hip or shoulder.
Wow.
Team Houston?
That's a ball and socket joint.
Yep.
It is a ball and socket joint. Maybe I should have flipped the first and last questions, because now when I'm thinking about it, the ear question was harder than the ball and
I was
socket.
surprised you put
Yes,
that one
I
there.
don't think anyone would have got
Very
that.
hard.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Everybody said, I don't, anyway. I said, well, like the guy who sang The Bird is the Word. Anyway, Houston, it's your choice of question.
Nick, where should we go?
Oh, let's do Parks and Rec, because the others are going to be more fun.
Everybody's scared of lyric linguistics.
I think it's
we'll
going to
have
be
to
more
that first
exciting
round.
to do later.
All right. Hannah, that's your category to read. 400 for Parks and Rec.
Located entirely in the state of Arizona, covering 277 miles in length, this is the second most visited national park. Y'all.
I'm embarrassed about my
I hate
knowledge.
Did Syracuse
this is
just
so
buzz?
weird because I'm not certain it's a
no.
national park, but I'll say
Okay.
wow if they didn't.
No, we didn't say anything.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Grand Canyon National Park.
Yeah.
It is the Grand Canyon.
Good job.
Yes.
Good guess. Good
I didn't
guess.
think of that as a park. Good
Team
job.
Houston, it is
I
your
know
go.
that's what I was concerned about. So 600.
Well,
yeah.
Let's keep going.
I don't think about it all being in one state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 600. Hannah?
Also the title of a very popular TV show. This park was the first national park in the U.S. created in 1872 and signed into law by President Ulysses S. Grant.
Wow. Wow.
Houston?
Ryan, go.
Yellowstone.
This time it
Yeah.
is Yellowstone.
It is, in fact, Yellowstone.
All right. So the score now, Team Houston 7,100 to Team Cuse's 5,100. And Team Houston,
Not
it's
a
your
big
pick.
lead.
You-
Parks and Rec for 8.
All right. Parks and Rec for 8.
Which national park has the distinction of being the hottest, driest, and lowest place in the United States?
Do 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 do. Nobody's got a guess. Hottest, driest, and lowest place in the United States. All right, Team Syracuse.
The only place I could think of is the Florida Keys, but
nope.
Key West.
Nope.
But
all right, Team Houston. Do you have a guess?
I can't even think of a name of one. Where's the Benz?
Nope. It is
Death Valley.
Death Valley, which I'm disappointed in you, Nick. That is what your college's football stadium is named after.
I didn't know that was the name of the park. Honestly, I thought it was a different name for the park.
No, it's Death Valley National Park. Normally, if you're thinking a national park and you're thinking it's linked to some kind of big nation, like nature thing, it's going to be named after the big nature thing. That's just,
it worked for Grand Canyon. I should have shot.
Yeah. All right. So, Team Houston, you do get to pick again, though.
Parks for 1,000.
Parks and Rec for 1,000.
I'm not 100% sure.
Wrangell St. Elias.
St. Elias National Park and Preserve is the largest national park in the United States. It's larger than Yellowstone, Yosemite, Grand Canyon, and Death Valley combined. What beautiful and remote state is this park in?
Team Syracuse?
Gotta go with Alaska.
It is Alaska.
What?
Good job.
That's interesting.
All right, so we have 2 categories left that have not been touched: lyric linguistics and 90s Kids Rejoice, which ironically are the 2 categories that I've got to read for this round. You did the opposite last time, basically. The score, only 1,000 points apart, which is not a lot in round 2 of Top Cutz Trivia. Team Houston was 7,100, Team Syracuse was 6,100, and it is Team Syracuse's choice of question here.
Let's go with Google Translate for 200.
All right, lyric linguistics for 200. His in His Hands, children's song. Team Syracuse?
He's got the whole world in his hands.
That is right. He's got the whole world in his hands. All right.
I already said that.
I had thought about adding a bonus to this, that if you sang the song, I would give you bonus points, which you did, but I didn't say it beforehand, so it'd feel like cheating now. So that bonus isn't going to happen. But anyway, Team Syracuse, it's your choice.
Would you tell them?
Because
I know, right?
It's fun. It's fun.
It's tormenting.
It's fun. I'm going to go with 400.
All right, lyric linguistics for 400. Don't give up. Keep that feeling. Classic rock. Team Syracuse.
Don't stop believing.
Yep, that is right. Hold on to that feeling. And, hey, you should have a good feeling because you're rallying back right now. 6,700 to the 7,100 of Team Houston. And it is your choice of question.
I helped come up with that one.
Yeah,
what songs do white people go real
All right. I think the evening will be good. Pop.
Wow.
Nope. Team Houston?
Yeah, I'm not going to sing this one. Tonight's going to be a good night.
That is right. It is. I got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night.
I kind of feel like now it has to be sung or else it doesn't count as the right answer.
That is halfway sure, but it's
all right.
past. Sorry.
Team Houston, your pick.
We keep going. 800.
All right. Lyric linguistics for 800. And what about the average of a truck? Country. Y'all are gonna hate this answer. You may not even know the song. It was a big radio hit in the last few years, though. By female country artist.
I probably know 2 words. I don't know if that's going to be sufficient.
I mean, you can try.
But it also might give it away.
It is a female country artist who sang this song.
It was also used in commercials.
Yeah, it was used in truck commercials.
Country and
Chevy.
commercials, 2 things I avoid.
Yeah.
Well,
All
some
right,
of us don't. Okay.
I'm just going to go with mean truck.
Nope. Nope.
That's all I got.
Nope. That's not it. You could have used your Siri-land line there.
How?
You could have said, country songs by female artists about a truck.
And that would come up with a short list or the longest list in the
It
world.
would cut it in half.
I don't know how many women artists.
Yeah, there's not
about
that.
trucks.
Yeah.
Now, if you'd have done that with male artists,
Yeah. Yeah.
it'd been all of them.
Yeah. For sure. All right. Team Cuse, do you have a guess at all?
Not a clue.
All right.
It's a Miranda Lambert song.
It's not. It is Lainey Wilson. I got a heart like a truck. Because that's a song out there.
Average is a synonym of mean, so I was a smart answer. I had a smart answer.
All right. If you've got a heart like a truck, you need to go to the hospital. Like I said, at Top Cuts Trivia, you're going to learn something. All right.
Healthy.
Team, who picked? I think that was Team Syracuse who picked that one. So
No, I think it's still Houston.
No.
Oh, is it Houston? Okay. All right. I'm mixed up. Houston.
Well, I like to finish the category.
All right. Pale pink in excuse me. Pale pink in weak red night light pink shade. Folk.
What?
I just like to leave another comment in the comment box.
Sounds like you had a stroke.
I feel like as the host and of the show.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Strawberry wine.
That would be a country song, and nope, that's not it.
Sure.
This one is. I put this one at the 1,000 because it's.
Said I guessed it.
She did guess it. She did guess it whenever I brought it up to her because she was not around whenever I did it. It is a folk song from the 60s from a band that would probably be best known as a rock and roll band, one of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's right, but because it's not the right era, so I don't know. But all I can think of is pink is my favorite color.
No, that's not it. It is.
I mean, based on how you originally read the question, I feel like your answer is correct.
It is Blackbird Fly. Blackbird Fly into the light of the dark black night.
It's black.
Oh,
No
man.
clue.
I'm sorry for that
pink
question.
in there, but
Yeah.
sorry.
I don't know how Blackbird became pale pink,
Pink and
but
black, synonymous.
all right.
I think this category will probably go.
Yeah,
fast.
this will probably
Start
start
at the-
along. So,
We've been saving the best for last.
all right. 90s Kids Rejoice for 200. This coming-of-age cartoon chronicles the experiences of a boy with a football-shaped head with his best friend Gerald and love interest Helga.
Wow.
That was Team Syracuse.
Hey, Arnold.
Hey, Arnold. I wear. That's what the theme song does. All right, Team Syracuse, it's your go.
400.
With the lifelong dream of taking over the world, these two rodent partners in crime could not be more polar opposites.
Wow.
That was Syracuse.
It was Syracuse.
Was it?
Pink, sorry.
Pinky in the brain.
It is Pinky and the Brain.
I used to love watching that show.
Yep. What are we going to do today?
There's
Well,
the
it
night.
wasn't its own show. It was on the Animaniacs, but that's okay. Keep going.
Okay. All right. Ryan, if you're going to be salty, I'm going to knock you off the call. All right. So with a score of 7,700 for Team Houston, 7,300 for Team Cuse, we go into our last three questions of round two. I'm assuming you want to go with 90s Kids Rejoice for 600?
You assumed correctly.
All right. This show demonstrates the joys of having a sibling as older sister Dee Dee loves to foil the plans of her genius younger brother at every turn.
Wow.
Team Houston,
Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Laboratory. Sorry.
My laboratory.
All right. Team
800.
Houston, 800. All right. Starting in 1999 and barely squeezing by to be labeled a 90s cartoon, this beloved underwater Nickelodeon show is currently still in production. So the question is now, are you ready, kids?
Wow.
Team Cuse?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
It is Mr. SquarePants himself. All right, going into the last question, this is going to give an advantage to the final question here. 8,300 points for Team Houston, 8,100 points for Team Syracuse. This is the 1,000-point question for 90s Kids Rejoice. Even though they lived in the middle of nowhere, strange things would happen around the home that would cause this beloved pet to have to face his fears. While funny in a lot of ways, this show is famous for its horror and sci-fi elements.
Wow.
Team Houston?
That's me. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
It is Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Such a good show.
I was so uncomfortable watching
It's
that
kind
show.
of awesome.
It is.
Loved that show.
I did love that show, but it freaked me out multiple times,
Yeah.
especially the one episode where it's like the scroll or the and the guys in the distance. Anyway, all right. So with that, we come to final Top Cuts trivia that is known as the head wax. Let me get this pulled up here. All right. Now, this is the category of final Top Cuts trivia, the head wax. The category is history and inventions. I would like each of you to text me your
Wager.
to remind you of your point totals. Team Houston, 9,300 points to Team Syracuse's 8,100 points. Text me your wagers now.
I'm just trying to wait.
Oh, they've got their mic muted. This is a meeting of the minds here. They're taking this seriously.
It's pretty intense.
Sorry. Ryan's getting back, and then he'll text.
Okay. All right. Ryan is going to text me Team Houston's wager here. I'm going to play a little bit of transition music here to settle the time. That was not transition music. Excuse me. All right, and now we have our wagers for each team. So, here we go on the question. Invented in 1816, it takes its name from Greek for chest and observe. Text me your answers. All right, I don't have answers yet. All right, here we go. And the answer is, drum roll please, stethoscope. Wow, both teams get the correct answer.
Good job.
And
Wow.
so, our final totals here, let me math it up real quick.
Are you going to say what each team wagered?
Yes, I will in just a second.
Okay.
All right. Well, unfortunately, in only the sense that they were a little bit too conservative, I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and I'm going to show you the other screen in just a second. But their wager of 1,300 points for Team Syracuse, whereas Team Houston wagered 7,000 points of their points.
Big.
And with that gives us a final total of 9,400 to 16,300 points for Team Houston. And Team Houston wins the game. A very good game had by all. Excuse me, I did not mean to share that screen. A very good game by all. I think that we all did a great job.
Is that will
Good
that be
game.
coming from Narbar Studios, or is that like a barber's personal account?
Oh, you
Where-
think
where-
that-
where's it
you think
coming
it was
from?
dollars per point?
Yeah.
It's actually exposure per point. So you got 16,000 points in exposure, like the first 3 years of gigs that I played. So
Very true.
anyway, thank you so much for joining us. And now we have our final matchup for Top Cuts Trivia. Looks like Team Fayetteville will be coming back to face Team Houston here. But Team Syracuse, we loved having you on.
That was fantastic. Great job, guys.
Great
All right.
game.
That was
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, it was very fun. And that will do it for another episode of A Little Off the Top with your host,
Hannah.
and Noah, and Houston. Who are you?
Ryan.
And Nick?
And Team Syracuse, who are you?
The Doyle clan.
That's right. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed the podcast, what do they do, Hannah?
Leave us a review.
That's right. 5 stars. Share it with your friends. And if they didn't like it, what do they do?
Ignore it and keep scrolling.
ignore it.
That's right. Go away. No, I'm just kidding. Rate it 5 stars and then ignore it. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the podcast and another episode of A Little Off the Top. That'll do it for today. Bye-bye.
Good job. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.